way that people win elections is, like, if you watch, because now we're really starting to get into the 2020 election.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And, like, watching the presidential election and the debates and stuff, it's really interesting because you watch all the candidates go from, like, pretty moderate in their viewpoints, and then as there are fewer and fewer candidates, like, are running, they all move into the extremes because that's how you get elected. Is like you either have to be the furthest left person that they can come up with or the furthest right person. There's actually a theory about it. It's really interesting.
Well, now you say that it's interesting. I'm going to need some examples.
Okay, so if you, like, watch 2016, discussing the worst election candidates that we've had, the worst choices, is, like, Hillary Clinton was not as, like...
attractive?
Yes. Well, I was going to say there's, like, things... Okay, I hate talking about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. It's the worst. But if you watch, like, over the last few years, especially as, like, the Green Party, this is a really good example, as the Green Party has become, like, more prevalent.
When you say Green, are you, like, Republic?
No. So, the Independent Party, like,
okay.
The Green Party, they're like, oh, yeah, the environment, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah.
Talk to me like I'm a child. I don't know anything about politics.
Layman's terms. Okay,
yeah,
so...
I pretty much voted for the second time ever, just this last, like, local thing. So
go you.
I'm
That's
only
awesome.
getting to know a little bit about it so far.
Well, okay, so you have your two, like, main parties, Republicans and Democrats, and then you have your independent parties.
And that's the Green.
So one of them is the Green Party. And so the Green Party is, like, super environmentally friendly, and they, like, want, carbon caps, but they want, like, to reduce our carbon footprint, all this stuff. So
how dare they?
I know, right? But
bunch of dicks.
As they got, like, more prevalent and as they got more support, the Democratic Party started picking up the things that, like, the people loved about the Green Party. So, like, the Democrats didn't used to be like, oh, yeah, let's, work for the environment, until everybody was like, oh, yeah, go Green Party, this makes a lot of sense. And then the Democrats were like, oh, that would make us more electable as a party, like, let's start using that also.
And then they picked the most unelectable person.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think as a female, I don't feel like the American people were really ready for a female president yet. But then we just, one is, like, so far out now. Because
I think that it's not that we're not ready for a female president. I think it was the conditions with which she got the nomination.
Oh, no, it was completely wrong.
Because, like, there was Bernie Sanders had the most support ever seen by, like, people my age and younger. Were like, this is the guy we want. That it got Idaho to produce the largest numbers for a Democratic caucus or whatever it was in history. People came out in record numbers to support Bernie Sanders for president, and the Democrats were like, nope, Hillary, it's her turn.
Well, okay, so I think this is my theory on it personally, and I could be completely off base, but I really think that, like, after, the Democrats elected the first black president for 2 terms that this country has ever seen, they were like, oh, fuck, we got to make history again. And so they were like, let's just elect a female. Like, let's just do it. And so I really think that they were, like, trying to make history again.
Were there any other females that they could have been like, hey, this is a good idea? Because like, I don't know, still not very political, but, like, with everything that came with Bill Clinton, like some of the, whatever you call it, like the
scandals.
Thank you. Scandals that came with Bill Clinton, like having the wife of Bill Clinton in there, like, I think a lot of people were probably just like, It
didn't have anything to do with Bill.
Well, okay, so, like,
I don't think it had anything
Hillary
to do
Clinton,
with Bill.
Okay.
Before they got married, like, before Bill got elected governor of
Arkansas.
Yes.
He was the governor of Arkansas.
Okay, so before he was ever elected governor, Hillary actually was, like, had a more successful political career. But in those times, it wasn't like the status quo for the female.
Bill Clinton was also charming as fuck.
Yes. So Hillary took a step back and was like, well, let's let Bill do his, like, political career, and then once he's done in the spotlight, then it will be my turn. But America's so military friendly, like, so military friendly. We love our military. Like the Benghazi thing just killed Hillary. Like the scandal that came within Hillary herself is what caused
The
her to
email
fail.
thing?
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
but the funniest thing about that though was
Is that
that
all
they couldn't
politicians-
prove anything.
But also
Like she sat for hours of interviews and they didn't find anything that she did wrong.
but also all politicians, like multiple politicians have,
Absolutely.
have admitted that they do work not on private servers.
Because they're all terrible people.
Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Most of them. I mean, but all right, maybe that's a bit too much of a generalization. And just as a quick disclaimer, Shade is studying this stuff. Dwayne and I know fuck all about it. So our opinions are just our opinions. We don't know what the hell we're talking about.
We are
so-
not experts, as we said in the last previous
so
recordings.
don't get mad at us out there in podcast land. If you're like, well, these fucking guys don't know what they're talking about. Yeah,
Honestly,
we don't.
here's be mad at us. It's okay. I don't mind.
Well, okay,
All
but
right.
also this is the only way for us to create a more educated populace.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Now, here's what I think. I personally think that, one, whether or not you like Hillary Clinton, she would have been a better president because she's a career politician. She knows how to do the job. She had a husband who did the job for 8 years, lived in the White House. She was the Secretary of State. She knew she wasn't going to rock the boat.
but also from the people.
Right.
I totally agree. But
the people
from the
didn't
people's
like
viewpoint.
Yeah, no, the people didn't like Hillary.
She was a traitor to her country, and
Right.
that was impossible to elect. And a lot of people, it's been proven that a lot of people didn't vote for Donald Trump; they voted against Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
And since a lot of people in the public don't realize that voting for a third party is actually a legitimate option, they don't do it. So they voted, that you vote one or the other.
Because people
like
are
writing in
stupid.
third party or just
Well, yeah.
in
So
general?
on the ballot, if I could have voted in the last election, which I couldn't because I was a child, I would have voted for Gary Johnson, and he was he ran with the Libertarian Party.
Okay.
But I mean, the
You
Constitution.
could write in too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can write in whoever you want. You guys
Yourself.
could all write in me. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You
I
can
don't
write in
think-
yourself.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
that'd be a good idea, but I mean, we could do it.
Yeah,
You
but
could. I'm not saying
I
you
don't know.
should.
I don't know that we want President Shade.
Not yet.
I'm not even maybe. But here's the thing: you're not old enough yet, are you?
Nope.
That's like
the first year
What
I
is
could-
it? 35.
35.
Yeah, so the first year I could run for president would be 2036.
I
Holy
can
shiza.
technically run for president in 2020 if I wanted to.
Oh yeah, we talked about
because
this.
I'm a
I mean,
We're
36-year-old
starting the
American
campaign
male.
funds. It's Eric Cole
Is that your Venmo?
for Venmo.
At it's Eric Cole at
That's-
Venmo.
It's gonna
I'll
be the
donate to
Let's
this.
donate
honestly.
to my campaign.
Yeah, donate to Eric Cole's campaign
Yeah.
for president.
No, I mean,
it's
okay.
Eric
The only
Cole.
thing I learned in the 2016 election is that fuck anybody that wants to do it
Yeah,
can. So
because
let's get Eric in
and
office.
here are my qualifications. I'm from New York, and I know nothing about the job.
Perfect.
And I'm not racist, so I'm
I'm
already
sold.
better than who's
I'm
in the
sold.
fucking
Well,
in office right
and
now.
you're
anyway.
slightly more attractive.
Aw,
I
thank
think
you.
I think the earring
Slightly?
really.
That's a little fucked up, but whatever. It's fine. I still have all my hair. It might be gray, but
Hey,
whatever.
you still have to get your head out the door later. So
I do.
Let's not
That's
blow
true.
your ego up.
That's
too
fair.
big.
But I carry a needle around with me just for those, just to pop
Deflated.
it a little
Yeah,
bit.
fair.
Yeah. Anyway.
Damn it.
He's always one step ahead of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The problem with I think getting
He's a,
the problem
he's
with
and he just never mind.
Say it.
Like he's actually a genius and he doesn't want anybody to know.
Oh,
What
is he,
that?
like,
What is that,
secretly,
an
like, Rain
idiot
Man?
savant? Yeah.
no what. I'm far from a genius. I appreciate that, but I'm far from a genius. I'm a slightly
Dude, some
smarter
of the
than
shit
the
that you
average
say
bear.
just blows me away. Like I'm like, wow.
Eric's like, yeah, Dwayne. That's what happens when you go to the library once a week.
Yeah, but all I get at the library are like autobiographies
Porns.
of famous people that I like. I'm not gonna go to the library for porn. I have it on my phone like an American.
Yeah.
Can you figure it out though? You just said you were old.
I am
Not
old,
technologically
but
savvy.
but my generation was the one right before. Like you were born with a smartphone in your hand. I was on the like right before smartphones were introduced. So like my generation is the last generation that remembers what it was like before we had any of that shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
you-
for real gonna argue and be like, I didn't have a smartphone until I was in 8th grade, and then I was like, I still had a smartphone in 8th grade. So.
Yeah, boom, nailed it.
So like birth and then 8th grade.
Yeah, there's like 2 years there. So.
Yeah.
Like they probably Instagrammed your birth. Like that's how.
Actually, I don't.
Although
I remember
Instagram hasn't
when Instagram started.
Well, sure.
And I remember when Facebook started.
Were you like 6?
I think I was like 10 because I was like just under like the age.
Dude, I remember when Facebook was a thing, and it was like I was still on MySpace, and I was like, I don't know, like I like MySpace, just gonna have to get one more thing, and then like it was like MySpace no longer was cool at all.
Yeah.
Like, and then it stopped working for what it was supposed to be originally, fucking 20 years ago.
I feel like MySpace was way cooler because you could attach music to your pages.
Yeah, but
I'm sold.
Then now that's the only thing it's for.
Oh, I didn't even know you could still go to like MySpace.com.
Well, MySpace is still active.
I think it's still around.
You can't. I don't know anybody that still knows their login credentials.
No.
Like I've tried to remember, like typed in a whole bunch of different shit, and they're like, nope. I'm like, I was 12. Like, how could I not? Like, what how many passwords could I have?
Somebody actually tweeted at Tom from MySpace like something negative about him, like they insult, like, oh, I bet Tom's upset about Facebook and blah blah blah. And Tom actually responded, and he was like, I sold MySpace for $50 million, and I retired at 40. Go fuck yourself. I was like, yeah, buddy, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, now Facebook is like slightly taking over the world, so
Yeah, I don't trust
I'm a
it.
little scared.
Amazon.
I don't trust any of it. I don't trust any of this
Google.
technology.
Have you guys read that book? The
FAFA?
4?
Yeah, it's GAFA. Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom read that book, and
It's actually
my mom got that book, started reading it, and for a hot minute I was like, she's gonna move us out to the middle of nowhere, and we're gonna be like those crazy people in the cabin in the woods.
I think I was telling you guys. I don't. Maybe it was John Buffington, but like, it's like a 1.7 quintillion gigabytes of data that is being produced every single day.
Yeah.
And like the hands that those major 4 got there in the buckets.
I had a friend who just threw a quintillion. It was a very nice party.
What is that? What?
Is that like your 40th birthday party? 50?
I was trying to make a joke, play on the word quinceañera.
No, I got
Quintillion.
that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
sounded like cotillion instead.
Well, yeah, like a cotillion is it's another type of a party. There's so many different names for parties. It's great, you guys. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway,
What's your favorite kind of party, Eric?
my favorite kind of party is the kind of party where everybody leaves my house and I go to bed. That's my favorite kind of party. In fact, my roommates threw a Halloween party, and I purposely stayed out till I knew everybody was going to be gone before I went home, because I had like such anxiety about having to hang around a bunch of people that I didn't want to hang around, and 2, that I didn't know. I'm just like, nope, I'm just going to go hang out with a friend of mine and fucking watch wrestling all night. Like, that's all I'm going to do.
That's Shalafa for you.
Dustin Shalafa,
Yeah.
yeah. Absolutely. And then I got home, there were like 2 people still there.
They were his roommates.
And my roommates.
Oh,
so I was like, yes, fucking perfect. I timed it perfectly. It was
Down
great.
to the moment.
Yep. So that's my favorite kind of party, is the kind that doesn't exist. That's my favorite kind of party.
So tell us what your mom obviously didn't take you to Alaska or anything.
No.
Where you thought she was about
No,
to.
I really did. Like, conversations, I'd be like, yo, Mom, how's your day? And she'd be like, well, I was at work today, blah, blah, blah. And then somehow, like, in the explanation of her day, she'd be like, yeah, so did you know that, like, Amazon is going to start sending out, like, personalized shipping orders, like, every month to their subscribers without you, like, picking what's in it? And then she would just, like, go off on, like, the things that she was reading in this book.
Well, are they going to send them for free? Because I could use some free shit, truth be
No.
told.
Like, so it's like, okay, have you guys heard of, like,
Eric
Stitch
Cole on
Fix?
Venmo.
Have you heard of,
Yeah.
like, Stitch Fix?
Like
so
the
it's
little
like
boxes of
so you
4
get, like,
items or whatever.
Yeah. So they, like, send you clothes every month, and then if you don't want them, you return them. So, like, theoretically, that's what Amazon's going to start doing in the future, like, buy the things that you view on Amazon. They'll, like, ship you products that they think that you need, and then if you don't want them, you can send them back.
Fuck that.
Or it's like, okay, it's like recently when everybody was like, oh, yeah, like, when you like search something on Google, you're like, oh, you know, Dwayne and I are talking, and Dwayne's